good ghoulish evening, and welcome to our Halloween episode, The Road into the Unknown. Tonight, we are coming from a truly eerie location, Woodchester Mansion in Gloucestershire. The grounds of Woodchester Mansion are said to date back to the Middle Ages and was mentioned as part of the Domesday Book. Ownership of the mansion was granted to the Huntley family by the Crown back in 1564, where they would erect farmland, a deer park, hunting lodges and cottages. Fast forward to 1631 and the lodge would be sold on to the Ducey family, who would later continue work on the lodge for a further 2 centuries until it became a Georgian-style home called Spring Park Mansion. Many different architects were hired to complete the mansion, but sadly it still stays empty and unfinished to this day. Beyond 1855, the mansion was purchased by William Lee, a newly converted Roman Catholic who came into money when he was 13 following the death of his father. He purchased the mansion outright with £170,000. After his marriage to Caroline Cottrell in 1828, he chose to set up a community for Catholics in Staffordshire. He bought his mansion in hopes that his plan would one day come true and he could place a church on his own land. All of William's sons had sworn to find any possible means to continue the upkeep and repairs to the mansion, but due to the financial crisis the family was in, they had no choice but to sell up. By sheer chance, the mansion would fall back into the hands of the Lee family when Blanche Williams' daughter gained possessory title of the land. Barnwood House Hospital showed an interest for a mental asylum to be placed there and for further outbuildings to be built. Reluctantly, Blanche approved this, but she was wary that the chapel would not be used for Catholic practices. Regardless, it was sold out of the Lee family and onto the management of the hospital. Although records state that the plans they had during the war in 1939 to 1945, it did not come to fruition and it was then sold on again. Currently the mansion is a grand yet unfinished site where many families, artists and farmers alike once stood, where on one harrowing night a worker would have his life taken while he was finishing off for the night, and where witchcraft, adultery and death was often an occurrence. Tonight, be prepared to change all you once believed and get ready to witness the truth with us tonight, here inside the haunted halls of Woodchester Mansion.
Bat Observatory. That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Good question where the water comes from.
Obviously the bathroom. Got 2 dogs' head taps there. The shower room has got 2 dogs' heads staring down from the ceiling. But the only difference is in the shower, one dog's head's got a big mouth, the other's got a small mouth. And with a nice cold bucket of water over the big mouth and a rope at the small to dip the bucket. So that's the Victorian shower room. Bathroom.
Beautiful bathroom. It is nice.
So this is the bottom end of the corridor. That's the dining room.
Right, so that's the other side.
Yeah, so that's the fruit room. That's the scrying mirror. That's an original piece that was left.
I was just saying that would be amazing for scrying in.
There is something very specific.
Okay.
That comes through
there.
Yeah. I'm not going to give you any clues, but if you do scrying, just let me know whatever you get. But the one is very, very constant.
Okay.
I've never done it, but it kind of freaks me out.
Yeah.
I've never done it.
It's interesting.
Have you ever looked in the water? That's scrying.
Is it?
You ever look in a pond or a lake when you're walking along the river or something like that? That's still scrying because it's a reflective surface.
Obviously the top of the pillar. So he was basically cutting the boards so they can have it removed and like an exhibition made like a fence around it so you can actually look at the workmanship at the top of the pillar. And as he was working, just putting some screws in, that rock come down. He said it landed within inches of it, bent across and nearly, so he thinks it hit that. Bent across and nearly, so he thinks it hit that. Corner post somewhere, and but he can understand. He was over here. How it had come out from this farm.
Come out from that hole there?
Yeah, from that. It was in that piece had been left in that fireplace, holding those bits of wood. See that one broken off. That's where it's come out from.
It's amazing architecture. They've built such beautiful stone architecture. They've done the walls
And I know
perfectly.
for a fact that in the kitchen, the floor is the original floor of the building that was here before.
Oh,
Well, they-
so
they
that
must
would
have
have
done-
been the Spring Park Manor.
It's the
thing,
same
so-
thing. This
This is
the
Spring
original
Park Manor,
building,
yeah.
but they renamed it.
They renamed
There was
it.
a building here before this.
Really?
Yeah, there
And the
was,
floor in
yeah.
the kitchen is the original floor from the previous.
So that would be where the scullery thing is. So we did find out that we did find out that there was somebody that kind of like goes around the scullery area.
The kitchen's like
Quite haunted.
It needs to be kept dry. But he was adamant it had to be left on top of the Georgian Manor house, which means that we get a lot of water damage to the north face of the building. But it does hide the Victorian tunnel that he's got built, which runs through the woods, and the entrance is just outside the back door. So I think this just
Mick's
reeks
face is
of
like a tunnel.
it
Tunnels?
reeks of Freemasons,
Yeah.
and that's what he was doing down here, and that's why it was never taken on. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. But yeah, it's quite an interesting. I mean, there's two schools of thought. Some of our historians think now it's building a private place of Catholic worship, but I don't think so.
No, if there's a green man there.
They're probably not seeing that on purpose.
Yeah. Pieces in the chapel. That picture there is of this wall, and there were the pencil marks of what would have been the crucifixion statue for the chapel that never got completed. You can faintly see that bit there is the outstretched hand. Very, very faint. The forearm. That's about as much as you can see there. Did used to be able to see some of the lawn cloth and just there, the stripes there. That was the lawn cloth.
The all striking pants.
But that's deteriorated over the last 20 years. You could see the pose virtually 20 years ago, but it is quite a damp building.
Yeah, so it's just eroded itself over time. Oh wow.
This is the kitchen, but what's interesting about this part of the building, especially if you're into stone plate theory, is
Yeah.
the floor is the original floor from the Georgian Manor house that used to sit here.
Wow.
So this building was started in 1850. The Georgian Manor house was 1725. So this is a main vaulted room. That's the feature that they open up in the dining room, things like that. But you've got access to all these rooms. And again, this was my vigil area last night. It was quite active, so fingers crossed for this video.
Yeah,
Well,
sure.
there's a chair in the corner here for a low vigil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or an Estes method.
Estes method would be really good in here.
Our first vigil started off in the upper gallery, where our guide Chris had stated it is always very active. During our investigation, it all seemed extremely quiet. We had not had hardly any activity from our motion sensor devices or through our apps. However, after a while, the communication apps did start to pick up names and words that seemed to connect to what we were saying, as if someone or something was watching us. We have included the full videos in this section in order for you, our viewers, to see and hear everything we captured.
If there are any spirits here with us, can you please come forward? We mean you no harm, and we come with the greatest of respect. We would like to communicate with you and request that you communicate with us. I can hear a heartbeat. But it sounds really low.
I could hear something. Like, I could hear like
It was thumping like a heartbeat, but
Yeah,
the
like
sound itself was really, really low.
like
It was low pitch, it wasn't like a normal heartbeat, it sounded really low but slower. That smells like.
fair enough.
Please come forward. In this corridor there are objects on the floor. Could you make them move? Can you make them light up? There's a green light in the stairway, the entrance to the stairs. Can you make it change colour? Can you make it go through to yellow and orange and red? Somebody needs some food. I keep hearing gurgles. That was a train.
That was you. The other one was something else.
I thought I heard a train horn.
Like a
No, it's like a beep beep. It's very faint. Can you touch Marcus? He's standing down the other end of the corridor by the window. Can you tug on his jacket? Ooh. I just went out of focus there. Focus there. Are you moving there, Marcus?
no.
I just had some lights flash your end.
Could it be my light?
No, because it's your light's been going down there for the 4 minutes this has been running, and it's literally just the last 25-30 seconds that there's been a blue light flashing right where Marcus was. That's why I asked if he was moving, because it could have been like a reflection off or something, but
Yeah.
if he hasn't moved.
No, I was just getting two lights coming up earlier, which I'm not now, and it's weird because Marc stayed the same way, so is my torch, but there's no lights there now.
Moving on to our next clips, Sam was about to set up a locked off camera, and just before we started to record, the motion sensor went off. Here we once again pick up names that correlate to the history of this location, along with capturing shadows and orbs. However, as always, we leave it up to you to decide if what we captured is paranormal.
Right, now that that's gone off, Are you able to come up these stairs towards me, follow my voice? Could you set off that light again for us, please?
Do you know, every now and then I look at that camera and it looks like it's moving. Just gently, it keeps going from left to right.
I don't remember to say that.
The reason I looked at it in the first place
Yeah.
is I thought I saw something move under the window, and then I started seeing the spirit.
Well, I kind of see that.
I keep looking at the camera and it looks to me
The-
like
the
the
more-
whole
the more
camera's
you-
moving,
yeah, the more
not
you
just the picture.
The more you stare at it, it sort of goes like this, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it looks like the whole camera's moving, not just the picture. It looks like the whole camera's moving from side to side.
Or whatever that spirit orb is, it's not
Beside.
here that
Right.
way.
Are you beside one of us? Are you standing amongst us? That's annoying. I'm going to have to video that because I'm sure my eyes are saying that that's moving.
Got to breathe again.
Yeah. But you see, I'm getting a hot breeze going across my hands and my face, but nowhere else.
You can't even point it against something because it's just picking up the camera and nothing else. There we go. Right.
Oh God. I'm going to. The movie you recorded exceeded the limit. It was split into 2 files. That's
It's not going to be perfect
Just
because
as
my
I-
arms. But
fucking turned it off, it came on. And I wasn't moving. Thanks. Can you please do that, but when I'm actually recording? That would be really good of you.
Farts, you can smell farts.
Unfortunately, I'm really sorry, but I
Eggy,
wasn't
very-
recording
very
it at that
briefly.
point.
Eggy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it might have because Marcus is standing by that board,
It's not floral.
and that's moving this. That might move this leg, but I'm sure I've just got footage of the camera moving.
Two different complete styles. Two different.
Vincent.
Bang off.
Should we be writing these names down? I feel like we should be writing
This
these names
collect
down.
They collect
saves
them.
it.
All the words that come out on these ghost apps, they save them, so you don't have to write them down,
Okay. Yeah,
which is
let's
a good thing.
Not being super cold.
I was going to say it's very.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Room, yeah, that right room. Where was it? Earlier, literally, like someone's house up in the back room.
Just be careful down there, Mark.
Yeah, I know. There's no floor.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was when I walked this way that it came up on there saying, be careful.
Mm.
Thank you.
I just heard the third.
If you're nearby to this device that is lighting up, could you walk in front of it again? I really appreciate that.
Boom.
Now, a boom is usually the wooden beam on a
Alright,
ship.
be quiet a minute, I just had boom come up.
Please don't count down.
could have been because of Sam's movement, though. But
Our extra footage from the upper gallery, although short and sweet, has some interesting EVPs and showcases all of the incredible communication that we have got through the main app we were using that night.
It's cold down this bit.
I'm hoping it's just a breeze down there. Either that or someone's just directly for us.
Interesting to see what's up there.
Oh my god, it
More
looks like
wood.
there's steps. Oh my god, it
More
looks
wood.
like there's steps. There's steps.
Oh yeah.
Is there?
There's actual steps.
Oh wow.
No, that's even creepier now.
So there must have been a
There's
ladder.
steps up there.
that's a shitty old loft hatch.
But look how deep back that goes. That's got to be a
That's-
big ass room.
That is quite high.
Well, I forget, because this place was never finished, all of this wood stuff.
Stabbed.
Stabbed.
Didn't we have knife earlier?
No, something like
We got shot. I was
that.
shot.
Yeah.
That's why it's fenced off.
No, but it's higher up than that, surely.
All the way down.
Yeah, no, there's nothing up there.
Oh, so it was going to
We
be an
got.
Sorry, Mick, if I just come in here.
Tom Frank, he shot me. I was treated bad. Glen Mockery Hill. And then on this one we've got I hate what I did, stabbed. I'm with my children.
They'd be saying that he or she stabbed someone?
Does that say hill?
Will.
Okay, that's cool.
Towards.
Towards again.
Can you try and show us where you want us to go towards, please?
Let people know.
Let people know what. Okay. And now it's
Say Sam, you need to walk people when you do that. Or adjust your eyes to the light when you do that without warning.
so much brighter now, and it wasn't bright earlier.
Let it go 3 more minutes, get to 15, if nothing happens.
That's weird. So much brighter now. I couldn't see anything at all, even when I had this light on. Even when I had this on, I couldn't see anything at all, whatsoever. But now I can. I couldn't even see that column there. I couldn't see anything.
I don't know why, but you know when we were at Ruffin Control Tower, we kept hearing that low droning sound.
Yeah.
Hearing that low droning sound.
Yeah.
Then engines. I'm getting that now.
That was the fence. Yeah, Mick.
Ritual.
Ritual.
It's gone now.
Yeah,
Again, just like
yeah.
Eggs.
shitty egg.
Sulphur.
Not a good thing.
I was going to say the egg smell's not a good smell to get.
It's very brief. It just kind of wafts past.
I keep seeing like there's like movement down there. Similarly.
Yeah.
There's definitely something that is lighting up down there.
I'm in my 50s.
Okay. I'm in my 50s.
Like a door.
It sounded like a door. I heard something, but I don't know what it was. I can hear talk.
It's like doors
Eyes.
opened.
Yeah.
Are you opening a door somewhere?
Hang on.
If you are, can you do that
What?
again, please?
What the hell's...
No, I'll let you have heard it first.
I'm going to go...
I'm honestly starting to. If I smell that again, I'm honestly starting to think we should move on.
That's just me.
If it's the smell of
As
it.
still as he can. As still as he can. As still as he can. Did you hear that?
There's no doors to open.
Yeah.
Apart from the caretaker's ones.
Did you guys hear that?
What?
There was a low... Just here, somewhere, there was a low tone growling.
It was like a.
We're all connected.
Okay.
Fantastic.
And that's great.
After sitting up in the gallery for almost an hour, we had not had any further experiences. After the occasional tap or knock and some words here and there, we went back to the base room, which was where Mick went back through his dictaphone recordings. All of us were shocked by what we had heard playing back to us, and it is our clearest and most authentic EVP captured on Truth Beyond Paranormal so far. Put up your volume, wear your headphones, and see if you can hear what we heard on that night.
You didn't catch that.
Follow us left.
Bit of the old Seaden massacres.
Follow us left.
You can't turn left down, can you?
No, you can turn that downstairs.
Yeah, but
We're facing the stairs.
Be careful.
be careful. Thanks, I am. I appreciate that.
Marc's being careful. There, doorway. Doorway. Doorway.
Vigil 2 was down in what was once known as the scullery, or in modern terms the kitchen. Once again all seemed deathly quiet. We all thought that we were not going to have much to review from these clips. Yet we have captured dragging sounds, voices, groans and moans, and even the sound of a bell ringing.
Righty ho then. What we doing? Any spirits, we invite you to come and communicate with us. You can do it through a variety of methods. Over there where I'm pointing, we've got a bell hanging up. You can hit the bell. You can smash all the plates behind you.
you tell us what she knew?
Holy Spirit, if you're here with us, please come forward. Here with us, please come forward.
It could have.
What, the tapping?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was only more Chloe.
Mick,
Hmm?
does your leg feel hot?
Sorry?
Your leg, does it feel hot?
No.
The bottom of you is red hot.
Is it this leg?
Yeah.
Like,
It's red. It's red. It's red. Really low.
28 degrees. As opposed to it doesn't feel 16.
Desperate.
I heard that howl again. Just then.
Secrets.
It could be the back moving.
Yeah, it's the back's going back in and out of the tube.
Right, secrets. Secrets out.
When?
Now.
Could you come into this room?
There's a bell in here. Can you ring it for us, please?
Be funny if I hit one of us on the deck. It's a bell, yeah.
It's a bed on the end.
Could you make those noises louder, please, for us so we can hear it?
We're getting a lot of words coming through that were in relation to the chapel.
Chapel, yeah.
Do you want us to go to the chapel? Could you give us a sign if you did?
Button.
Excuse me?
Just before that would come through, there was a knock through that way.
There was definitely a knock coming from over in that direction, because, yeah. Does that lead towards the chapel, that way? Does that look like it?
Can't remember to me.
No,
It must have, because that's the way we came in anyway.
Can you knock again? If you want us to go to the chapel?
Bad spirits here.
Spirits here.
I think this has been a fantastic evening.
Tonight.
Yes, tonight.
Yeah, tonight. Not any other night.
Fame. I keep hearing this undertone of like,
Yeah.
but it's not an owl. It's not the same sound.
I'm just making sure the recordings.
Hear of us.
We're trying to.
You know the standby when someone sits in a chair? Someone sits in an uneven chair. That to me sounded like it was coming from that way.
That was Felix, that was
Yeah.
it was Felix, that was Seaden.
Joseph, are you still here with us?
It's about time I get my ears warm.
Come back again.
Where are you telling us to go?
Do you want us to leave and come back at a different point in time? The lady that's meant to be in the kitchen at all times.
We are watching you all.
Great. Thank you.
Tonight
would be helpful. I keep hearing this undertone of like.
Yeah.
But it's not an owl. It's not the same sound.
Hear us.
We're trying to.
Was that one of us? That was like something being moved. Was that you? And it just
Normally goes on for ages, but that faded out.
yeah, it faded slowly.
Spirit, next to the green light, I put a small silver device. If you press it, it will turn on. Now, if you'd like us to move to the chapel or to the cellar, can you turn it on? If you want us to stay here, can you turn it on? If you'd like us to leave, can you turn it on?
Teenager.
Okay, that's just.
It's just that just died completely.
Just completely switched itself off.
And it's still got back.
Gone? What, at the same time?
So that literally went off the same time as yeah.
Because this is fully charged.
Yeah, that holds charge
They both went off at the
quite
same time.
well. So it could do that, but it can't turn that on. Did you say in where? What was that? Take. So I'm gonna go in here and just see if I hear anything in here.
So take yourself out.
Because, well, freaking bat. Oh wow, there's 2 in here. Actually, I'm going to come out this way.
Through the heart.
Shot. It said he was shot upstairs. Could you come through, please? We're going to be leaving in a minute to go on to the next bit, so if there's anything else that you want to do. What did that say, Mick? Tom. Again. Same name. Are you following us around, Tom? Could you please do one last thing and then we will leave?
We're going to go to the chapel, go to the cellar. I can't help but think we should end the night up where we started.
Yeah, I agree.
I think we should move
There's
on.
one, I think it will probably piss off whatever's up there that we've gone back.
Unless there was that message that said, come back.
Come back again.
Come back again.
During filming for this part of the episode, Mick's camera was on charge and Sam was using her phone due to how dark this part of the location was. Sadly, Sam's camera had only captured a few minutes of video, as the longest video that states is 15 minutes long does not play and comes up blank with no footage or audio. Regardless, we still seem to have captured some unnerving moments, such as devices shutting off on their own at the exact same time.
Communicate with us through any means possible. Make a noise. Touch one of us.
Chapel 2.
The device that we just placed on the floor is called a REM pod. If you stand close to it or touch it, it will make a noise, and we are all absolutely shitting ourselves to hear it.
Yes, we want to know if the thing will ever go off.
If you could help us by touching it, just to let us know that it actually works.
That would be great. I'm interested to know where that is coming from. I'm going to go down this way. If that's you walking, could you walk towards us again, please? I mean, there is a bat, but I don't think that that would make that noise, would it?
No, definitely footsteps we heard.
I know. Could you make those noises again for us, please? Could you walk towards us again?
We just had something come up on the heater.
Oh, that's weird.
Why is my recorder paused?
Was it in this area, Chloe?
It was basically slightly, practically where you're standing.
Yeah, because Mick's recorder's gone off.
Oh no, it's paused.
Paused it.
It didn't stay on here.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you play the second one back.
Now take a breath.
That's when you see a puff of red come out the back of one of the blobs.
It was like,
Yeah. Was it like a laugh?
no, it was more like when.
Let me turn it up. Power off. Fuck off.
This is just switched off on me again. I literally got to here and it switched off.
The exact same time the next recorder turned off.
Yeah, his recorder turned off at the same time as well. Yep. Mm-hmm. There's another fucking EVP there.
Let's keep doing it.
That's growling. That's growling.
That's weird.
That's growling and
It's like someone breathing on the glass. You know that when you go
yeah.
on the glass?
After reviewing the audio on Mick's dictaphone, we came across another EVP that has made us all scratch our heads in confusion. Listen carefully and let us know in the comments what you think is said here.
Right, so we're inside the chapel.
What's this?
Freezing.
whom the bell tolls.
Whilst down in the cellars, we had trigger objects and did more calling out. Very little seemed to happen while we were there. However, when reviewing the footage, we have caught the sound of footsteps and laughter nearing the end of this part of the vigil. Once again, Mick's camera malfunctions, saying that the 30-minute video was only 5 minutes long, even though it had been recording right up until the moment Mick turned it off. It's not possible for this to happen logically, as an SD card can record up to half an hour of footage without stopping. Even more strange, Sam's phone seemed to stop recording to only resume recording on its own a moment later.
There we go. And your stickers, be polite.
Really cool one.
Where are you going, Mark?
Right, I'm going to shoot myself in this one, okay?
Oh, I'll go in the other one then if you've
Right.
got this.
Yeah, no, I'll go down this one.
Oh, you'll be able to see me on camera though. I'll show you what.
There's one there.
So,
Do you want this one? Or do you want this?
I'm happy to go in here. I'm happy to go in here.
Okay.
Me and Ellen getting this one. Okay, if there are any spirits down here in the cellars with us, can you please come forward? We mean you no harm. We come in the greatest of respect. In each of the individual rooms here in the cellars, a member of the team is waiting to communicate with you. Either show yourself, make a noise, or touch one of them. Use our energy if needs be.
There's a ball in one of the rooms here. Could you touch that?
Do you want to turn your lights out?
Yep. 1 second.
Sam,
Yep.
how would you turn off your motion sensor light?
Usually you just have to take 1 or 2 of the batteries out at the back.
Yeah, try saying two. Come forward. Come forward and talk to us. on you guys?
No.
Who's got the light on still?
I have to have one light on, otherwise I can't see shit.
Nor can anybody else.
Huh?
Nor can anyone else. Got to go total darkness.
There you go.
Brilliant. Oh, that's beautiful. Any of the families that resided here who used to come down here in the cellars, please come and talk to us. Move an object. At the far end of the cellars, there's an object in one of the rooms on the right hand side. Can you touch it and make it move? All you have to do is touch it. You guys getting anything?
No. Not so far.
We're getting some noises down here behind Ellen. It sounds like it's in the wall.
Are you able to
whole button takes a picture because it's not that one, and it looks like there's a person sat right on the floor in front of me.
Maybe try the trigger button.
Okay. Yeah, that works.
Yeah, cool. Just now walking. Could you do that again for me, please?
On the Ghost Tools app, we've just had the word egg come through.
Egg.
Egg.
Like the name.
As in chicken lays an egg.
Egg.
E-G-G.
Egg. Yeah.
Egg, as in chicken dropped an egg. Now, Ellen's picking up on a bloke down there, but he's important, but he's not nasty.
Maybe that's who was just sat in front of me. I've been stood here looking out the whole time, but I was stood here and I was putting him somewhere here where I can see someone sat on the floor. I managed to get it just and it vanished. But it looks like someone sitting down there for drugs. And then it vanished.
That was exactly what I was hearing from there. I was hearing like there was somebody talking in there. And I heard it
Every
from
now and
behind
then
me.
In that room.
Every now and then I can hear you guys talking, but I could hear kids talking and laughing. And I got a little...
We had a bit of a giggle in our room because both of us broke it.
Oh no,
And we got it on camera.
no, it literally sounded like two little kids, like, you know, they're like kids, like laughing, playing.
Well, Ellen was picking up on somebody in that room, a bloke. It was quite important, but it was quite laid back and casual.
Because I tried to get it, when it first started, when I called out to you, it was literally yellow, like boom, right there in front of me. And then I figured it out, and I managed to get it in blue before it disappeared.
Yeah, it would probably be in that.
View image. The head. And that was on the floor.
Oh, yeah.
That was the best I can get it before it vanished, and I couldn't find it again. It never came up again.
That's annoying.
That was literally...
Yeah, I turned my light off. I thought somebody was literally standing in front of me.
I was going to say, it seems to be getting colder. It was quite warm when we first got down here, now it's getting colder.
My ears are on fire, isn't it?
It was quite warm at the start off with, it was alright. It just seems to be chilling out.
It was really weird.
Caution, wet floor.
When I was in there was just nothing at all whatsoever.
I thought someone was walking around like they had separate rooms and then sort of it was out here.
If I ever moved, I was literally like...
I'm a bit thick if this didn't go off.
that's a solid floor.
I won't get enough of that.
Which means if anybody had if this had gone off, that then something had been touching it. Because there's no way a solid floor is going to move this. So, sort of literally bearing in mind like an earthquake.
So why is there only... What the hell?
That was behind you.
Huh? And also this switched itself off on its own and then turned itself back on its own as well just then. So there's 15 minutes. Well, I would know because
No, because I was standing at the end there, and I said to Sam, every time I looked down here, that was flashing, and that
if that's flashing,
blue, that's recording.
That's recording when it's flashing.
And every time I looked down here, that was flashing. But we recorded our vigil in there, and my phone is saying we were in there for 20 minutes.
Well, in there, even my camera said that it was 15 minutes before I switched it off.
There should be at least 25 minutes to half an hour's footage on there.
Yeah.
Because that was still recording. That was recording when we first got down here, and it was recording while we were all down there talking.
Footsteps, just like that, behind me.
Well, we actually got on camera because I was recording us in there. And I heard something and thought it was Ellen's tummy rumbling. And she was like, no, it's not my stomach. And I said, no, it's coming from behind you. And it sounded like it was coming from inside the wall.
Yeah, that was exactly what I was getting as well.
No, it's definitely coming from behind you.
But how can it when it's like solid?
Exactly, well what's behind the wall? This is the thing, it's got to be, you would have to thump really heavy on this.
And even
to sort of make a sound on the outside. Exactly.
There's no way.
I kept thinking something was walking around by the camera. Because every time it flashed, every time it flashed, it looked like someone was standing there. And then when the flash went off and then it flashed up again, whatever it was had moved, then it looked like it was in a different position. Around the camera, standing somewhere else, it was actually going around it. And then I just thought to myself, no, it's probably my eyes playing tricks on me because of the dark.
My eyes are playing tricks.
And these blue light flashing on the camera. But it just looked like every time the camera, that little blue light flashed, whatever it was standing in a different position around the camera.
But I was still directly here.
That's just
this. So I could see pretty much everything, but I didn't see anything on here. The only thing that bugged me out, and you'll see it in the video, because I was like, what was that? Because when I looked at it, I couldn't see it, but if I looked above it, I could see it there. But I forgot, obviously, there's a sign there. So I stood there like, what is this little black thing I can see? Like, that's why I started bugging out. Really, really nice. So, but other than that, I couldn't see nothing.
But yeah.
Even when I pointed this towards him or there, nothing. It was only that.
Well, was it like it was against the wall?
It was, I don't know, it was weird because obviously I'm in pitch black, so I was stood roughly about here, and I went from about here, and it was as I started getting to about here, so maybe it was in this corner, roughly, or maybe it was picking up through as to this archway.
Like
you know, how
maybe into the other room.
That's what I mean. So
yeah,
in this direction, so it's either against this or here, because it's actually fucking, or it's within that archway, as if they were sort of placed up in the archway kind of thing.
That's weird.
If they're back against it, like, hang on. Let me get back.
That is really weird.
That's all I managed to pick up, because I was going through it over and over again, and it was just red, and then something like sparkled, like blue, yeah, like that. So I stood there, and then it formed, and that's when I turned to you like,
how do I do
I don't know
it?
if you can see me clicking it, but I was like, this ain't working. But yeah, so it's as if someone's probably maybe sat up against this wall here.
Yeah.
Because it looks like the legs.
For the final vigil, Marc, Mick and Chloe ventured back up to the top gallery, while the rest of our team focused on the introduction. Sadly, whoever or whatever haunts this location had tampered with our footage from the introduction, resulting in the footage being only a still image where audio can still be played, but the footage is corrupted. Usually when this occurs, it'll be a blank screen, but this time you can clearly see the footage, but it looks like a photograph. We had all reviewed that on the night and it played perfectly, so just what caused this? Along with this, the team in the upper gallery have caught some mind-blowing yet chilling evidence that we left until last. Good evening and welcome to Truth Beyond Paranormal. Tonight we come from Woodchester Mansion.
Okay, upstairs, round 2. Very, very grainy.
Right, upstairs, round 2. Right, we've come back up here because we heard you the first time. Are you still here?
What is your name? Can you see us? Do you mind us being here?
Didn't quite give that enough time. Right.
Really weird, do you see that blue light in the window?
Huh?
Really weird, do you see that blue light in the window?
Huh? Right.
Mate. Don't touch it for a sec.
Hmm?
Oh, fuck it. My neck.
Hmm?
Right there. See the little light? Those little lights?
Maybe crush my balls.
You saw it on the camera though, right?
Huh?
You saw it on the phone.
Yeah.
Because those lights keep on appearing and then disappearing. And what's weird is when we were facing that way, I saw the same thing.
Hello everybody, Sam here. So before we get into the next part of this episode, I just want to speak a little bit about it. I was going to write it all into the episode, and then I thought that's a stupid idea. Why not just explain it myself? As the editor, it would make more sense to me. So basically what we have captured here, what Marc has captured, we are looking down the far end of the left side of the gallery at the top of the building. He turns the camera towards the right side, which looks at the other far end, where there is a stairwell to the right, and there is also a fencing there, which basically has a god knows how many meters drop down to the bottom floor. And what we seem to have captured is what looks like a person. To me, it seems like it's either a male with long hair, or a female. But this figure in the darkness seems to be lit by an unknown source of light. There was no lights actually on at the time that this footage was taken. They all had their lights off, and also the trigger object that was on the floor that you see previously is also turned off by this point. So there is no other source of light that could have possibly been made to be able to reveal this figure. But what I could see when I was editing is basically a face that is moving erratically in the darkness, which is lit by that unknown source of light. And it's moving towards the camera and then away from the camera, so you see its face but with no features of the face, and then it turns its head away like this and you see the back of its head. I can clearly see that it has hands that looks like it's in pockets, but it is moving very strangely. It's not one of the team. The team was all at the other end of the gallery. This is a very, very long corridor, and they were nowhere near it. Myself, Wayne and Ellen were all outside round the back of the building filming for the intro, so it is not one of us. There is the caretaker that is a bit further away, but there is a staircase that leads down towards where the caretaker is. But we had not seen him at all that night. There would be no reason as for him to come out because he knows that we are there and they don't interact with people while there's other people there, unless you need to get in, you get locked out or something, then you call through to them. But there was no reason for the caretaker to be there. Chris was not there, he was downstairs in the meeting room. So there is no explanation as to why there is a figure at the other end of that corridor. And it isn't a reflection from the window down that end. Because one, nobody was using any lights at that point, so you wouldn't have been able to see any light reflected anyway. Two, it is right near to where the gate is, with the window behind the figure. So, like I said, it makes absolutely no sense. There's also another thing that was captured a little bit further on, which I won't talk much about until you see it. But I have no explanation for that, and it's really cool. So let us know in the comments what you guys think, but in all honesty, I think we've caught something amazing. Anyway, see you next time.
Same thing, but it was there were two little green lights.
Same thing, but it was there were two little green lights. Same thing, but it was there were two little green lights.
And they were sort of like moving really slowly.
Right.
And they would just dip in and out.
Wherever that thing is, it's still there.
Let's try this back.
Can you talk to us, please?
Turn the torch for a sec. No, turn it off. There it is. There it is. I'll put it a bit closer. You see it? A little green light. Because I thought it was maybe a reflection of the... It was a reflection of like a security light or something. It keeps moving about. Because I saw two of them on the other side of it. Oh, that's really strong. Look.
Two now.
The hell?
Do you see it, Chloe?
Yeah.
They keep on coming and going. There's two of them. Oh, there they are again. Right?
There's something
thing is, I'll turn around.
I was going to say, it's not that reflecting, is it?
No, because if I turn around, you might see it on this one as well. Occasionally you see two blue ones on this side. See that there?
It's weird.
Right there. No, that is the light. That's reflecting off there.
Right.
But usually above it, I saw two.
Yeah, but when I move from here, I can see the light moving as I move. That's why it might be the reflection. Because if I block it, yeah, see that gone.
Ah,
right. Well,
cool.
So
Okay.
figured it out.
Debunked.
Right, let's have a listen.
Yeah.
What did you mean when you said kill me?
Oh, that was this. Remember, I clicked it.
How do we kill you? You stood up here with us.
That little whisper at the end, that was us, wasn't it?
That was my bottom.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I think last time we got it, I left it up there, didn't I? So I'm going to
Maybe do that and not hold it.
5 minutes up here.
It does feel a bit different from earlier, doesn't it? Different from earlier, doesn't it? Oh, my jeans are falling down, falling down, falling down. Oh, my jeans are falling down.
Right, we've left the device up there for you, just in case you didn't want to talk whilst I was holding you. Please talk into the device and let us know you're still here. None of the devices have gone off at all, but the amount of EVPs we've got today has been fucking ridiculous.
Oh, so, no, some of them have been very cool.
Yeah.
That it's just that first one.
Oh, that, what was it, breathe and then kill me?
Yeah. It came out so clear.
Did we have Albert come up?
Yes. Huh. We also had Vincent.
And Tom.
Well, Vincent, we were looking at the history earlier. Vincent was one of the, I think he was one of the architects that worked on this building in the late 1800s.
Well, I know for a fact that there was a murder here.
Really?
A workman got killed in this corridor.
Oh.
Sadly, that is all that we have time for tonight. We hope that you have had the most spectacular Halloween with us at Truth Beyond Paranormal, and as we bid you good night, we leave you with the typical bloopers. Have a haunted Halloween. Good night.
Quite intense. Yeah, the three places apparently.
No, the floor we were just on, wasn't it, he said?
Yeah, the floor that we were just on. The cellar.
This is two top.
Yeah, those are the two.
There was this 2 top 10.
2 top 10. Wait a minute. Marc's just fallen over with.
Don't worry, I'll save your coat.
Missed in front of my camera the whole frickin' time I'm walking around this place.
It could be your breath.
No. Ellen's life. I cannot do.
Where's Wally?
He's down there.
They started building this place.
And you could just see through. You could see through.
They started building this place 500 years ago. 600 years ago. And through the 600 years that this has been worked on, they didn't think, I'm going to build the fucking floors.
Oh God.
What was that from?
What was that? This looks like a shackle.
The
road
thing, yeah.
That was a suicide platform.
Chloe's like, great.
It's the Phantom Road from 30 Years Drive. There's one here as well. Look.
Oh look.
Yeah. No, I don't know what that's in up there. Probably is used as a hoist and it just got snapped.
It's a sex swing.
Actually, if you want to have these,
That's Thursday nights.
No.
I can smell fruit.
Yeah, same. I smelt it.
You can smell it.
As I walked through that door, I smelt it, and I thought, was it you? It was you. Was it you?
Yeah.
God damn it, Marc.
Oh, we were on something there.
Yeah, me too. That's all right. How big?
About this big.
It was this big. Love it. Does anybody want some ham and cheese sandwiches?
Yes.
Kids end up.
Sorry, Sam.
Oh.
Yeah, but the only ones that aren't around the company are Mick and Chloe.
At the mobile, yeah.
There's enough rooms down here for each of you to stand in one of the rooms on your own by calling out.
We're all going to be like,
Well, it's not as if we're not that far away from each other.
It's fine. It's fine.
People down here, if something happens, you're all going to come out here and smack in the middle. So.
Just knock each other out. Hello, Bat.
Bullshit. In fact, just come straight at me. Full size near enough. Full size bat.
Beautiful,
Literally
Bat.
just got.
Yeah, literally straight at Wayne's face. Just went down that way. It got scared of us going, woo! That was big.
You're in a Blair Witch moment then, and just walked past and saw Marcus just standing in the middle of the room. Oh, Jesus Christ.
We're all...
A good pair of pants ruined.
We're all scaring each other now. That scared me and Wayne. Frickin' Marc then scared Wayne as well. We're doing well.
It didn't scare me, it just made me jump. It was like a good Blair Witch moment, that was.
Yeah. Was he just standing there in the
Just
dark?
standing in the middle of the room like this.
Oh, great. What? Did I just hear a whistle? Or was that... I heard something. I heard that. God damn it.
That was one of those Red Bulls.
Yep, okay, I got like half a second of you doing that. Go on, go. Nice.
That was coming through as well, isn't it?
Right, let's bring your necklace out.
I can see the steam coming out in front of me.
Where's your belt?
Oh. You turned out the lights.
And now you look like you're part of the Ku Klux Klan.
Only wrong colour.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's happened there? You're fucking uneven. There we go. Espiritu Sanctus. Well, I need to get a fag lit, don't I?
Yeah.
Give me your lighter.
I've got to find me fucking tobacco. Where's my tin gone? Oh, it's right down there.
What's he doing now?
It's in my side pocket in my trousers.
Do you need your lighter?
Hang on.
Have you ever seen a monk do this?
It's a monk smoking, a faceless monk smoking a fag. And then that's the filters. You better take the tin.
And please don't choke. That's
Yeah.
the next part.
Please don't try this at home. Oh. Do
I need your light, please.
hang on. Couldn't let set fire to yourself.
Honestly, this is the best freaking blooper reel ever. Oh, Jesus.
Hang on, I need to sort you out.
Beautiful. 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 Oh my fucking god. Help. Do 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 do. The dancing monk. He never ceases to fail. What?
Sanctus,